Okay, so for this deep dive, we landed on a topic that I'll admit made me pause at first. Instagram marketing for lawyers.
Right. It sounds a bit strange.
Yeah, like Instagram for a law firm. What are they posting? Pictures of legal documents. It just feels, well, counterintuitive.
It really does. That's the common reaction. But what the sources we looked at show is pretty fascinating. It turns out potential clients, people who genuinely need legal help, they are on Instagram.
Okay, so they're not just scrolling cat videos.
Exactly. They're connecting, they're researching local businesses, sometimes actively searching for services, and, well, overlooking that audience. That's a huge missed opportunity for a law firm today.
And that brings us to Marketing 360 Day. Our research really focused on how they position themselves sort of as the #1 marketing platform to help law firms actually use Instagram effectively.
Yeah, their whole pitch is bridging that gap. They promise to help firms build their brand, yes, but also boost engagement and, crucially, turn those Instagram followers into actual clients.
So it's not just like random posting, it's strategic.
Precisely. It's about using Instagram as this potential gold mine for reaching clients through really specific targeting visual stories and, building trust where people are already hanging out online.
Okay, so how does that actually work? I mean, the targeted ads part sounds key.
It really is. The sources highlight Marketing 360 use of Instagram's ad system, which is powered by Facebook's, massive data pool. It's quite sophisticated.
So more than just age and location.
Oh, way more. Think about showing, say, a personal injury ad specifically to someone whose online activity suggests they were recently researching a car accident.
Wow, okay.
Or showing business law ads to local entrepreneurs who maybe even visited the firm's website already.
Right.
That's retargeting.
Right, retarget. And they mentioned lookalike audiences too.
Exactly. Building audiences based on the characteristics of a firm's best past clients. The idea is to make sure your ad money is spent reaching people who are really likely prospects. It maximizes the spend.
Makes sense. You're hitting the right people at potentially the right time.
And what's interesting about Marketing 360, according to the sources, is that it's this integrated platform. They manage the content ideas, the ad buying, even connect it to a CRM and track the results.
So it's all in one dashboard.
Pretty much, which frees up the lawyers, right? They don't have to become social media experts. They can focus on, law.
Okay, but it's not just ads. The content matters too, especially on Instagram.
Absolutely critical. It's a visual platform. So think like behind the scenes stuff, maybe a quick video tour of the office, keeping it professional, of course, or a day in the life of a paralegal, something that humanizes the firm.
I could see that working. What else?
Educational content, but visual. Infographics are huge, breaking down something complex like 5 things to know before signing a lease into simple visuals.
Okay, yeah. Easier to digest than a wall of text.
Totally. And client success stories. With permission, obviously. A positive quote or outcome. That builds serious credibility. Team spotlights, too, photos of the attorneys, the staff, maybe a fun fact. Makes the firm feel more approachable.
And community stuff, like sponsorships.
Yeah, showing the firm is involved locally. Charity events, sponsorships. It positions them as a helpful resource, not just a business trying to get clients. Builds trust.
So for a busy lawyer, I can definitely see the appeal of having a platform or a team like Marketing 360 handle all that, the strategy, the content, the ads, the tracking.
Exactly. It takes that burden off their shoulders. They can practice law, handle their cases, deal with clients, and not get bogged down in the weeds of Instagram algorithms.
Right. So the big takeaway here for you listening, especially if you're in the legal field or a similar professional service, Instagram isn't just noise. Used strategically, it's about visibility. It's about engaging potential clients where they genuinely spend their time.
You can actually build trust there long before someone even picks up the phone.
It really shifts the perspective.
And maybe the final thought to leave you with. If a field like law, which isn't naturally visual, can find this much potential on Instagram, what does that suggest about innovation in your own field?
Yeah, are there unlikely places where your audience is hanging out that maybe you've dismissed?
It really makes you question those traditional marketing assumptions.
Yeah.
Where is your audience really? Not just where you expect them to be. How could meeting them there transform how you connect? Something to think about.